Yo, what's up, guys? We are back. How's everybody doing? We're here with just a little bit of a different video today. I've done some of these before. I think the last one was a couple months ago, and it's just kind of a general little tour, if you will. Our channel has grown quite a bit since the last one of these, and people are always asking me, where are you recording? What's your setup like? People are always asking me that kind of stuff, and I've put videos out there for it, but they're a little outdated. We just got a new driveway put in up here. It's real nice. We desperately need it. This is my pond there. It's a little low right now. There's my boat. But yeah, and then there's my truck. That's that one's been underwater 4 times, and I managed to get it working again, so that's nice. But yeah, this is my little trailer that I have here, and you can see here. This is actually where we do all of our recordings. You can see it's a mess under here. We actually still have shit in there from when it flooded. But see, there is the familiar setup that you all know. And then there's all my other shit, which you can see there is quite a lot. You can see there's all my networking stuff over there. There's my light. That's actually supposed to be a battery powered light, but I took it apart and I wired it to a USB. So I actually converted it to run off of USB, but that's supposed to be battery powered. But you can see here is the setup. Up there's my 3D printer. I just got that. And we'll hop around and take another look at this real quick. But yeah, so this is my recording room. And we'll get a better look at it in just a second here. So if we take a little gander on in here, I actually don't live in here anymore. I just kind of keep all my stuff in here. I don't live in here anymore, but that's where I used to sleep. And here is where we keep Eva, which you can see her just kind of hanging out in the back there. But yeah, I don't live in here anymore. I moved into one of the other buildings on the property. So this is strictly just for recording and keeping all of my shit, pretty much. But you can see here's the recording room, and that's just a bunch of random shit up there, and then a bunch of audio equipment and stuff up here. This here is actually the bottle that I drank during our 50 subscriber special. 50. That was a very long time ago. But I still have it. And if we ever get like really big on YouTube, I plan to auction that off one day for charity. If we ever get like really big on YouTube. But yeah, anyway, so here's the microphone. It's a blue Snowball microphone. Then we have the Nintendo Switch up here, all my plushies and all that miscellaneous stuff. And then I've actually, up there's my computer, my newer one. This is the one that we actually used to use in the earlier days of our channel. This was one that I built myself a long time ago. You can see it's got all sorts of stuff in there. But I kind of don't really use this one right now. I still kept it. It didn't flood or anything, so it still works. It does need a new install of Windows 10, but other than that, like, it works fine. If we ever do, like, if I ever need another computer for, like, a different recording room later on down the line, maybe for, like, podcasts or like, VR stuff, because obviously I can't do VR in there because it's not enough room, then I'll probably use this computer for that recording setup. So, you know, or if, Lord forbid, my computer break for some reason and I need a backup, there's our backup right there. So, anyway, that being said, we got a large mess of wires here. But, basically on the table is just pretty much all of my controllers. I just kind of have them strewn about. Like I said, this room is very small. Like, this is the entire recording room. And as you can see, there's no room for me to put, any sort of, you know, chairs or anything. That's one of the biggest questions I get is, why don't you have a chair? Where the hell am I gonna put a chair in here? That's the problem. That's why. But yeah, so if we actually take a look around, those are all the consoles and PC and all that. I've moved everything higher up in case of floods so that I don't really have to move too much stuff. Because anything that's up here is not gonna flood, like, guaranteed. So I really would only have to move the TVs and, you know, all this miscellaneous stuff down here if we get another flood, because everything else is high enough up that it won't flood. So that's kind of why we have everything, like, my Elgato is literally just taped onto the side of here, and we have all this wiring running through. But basically we have this HDMI splitter right there, which receives input from the Xbox, the Nintendo Switch, and my composite to HDMI converter, which is right there. Then that composite to HDMI converter goes to this composite splitter, which then handles the Nintendo Switch and the not the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Wii and the Nintendo 64. And then all of that gets fed into this HDMI splitter, which gets fed straight into the Elgato, which then goes to this monitor and also my PC, so it records it. And then this monitor is strictly for PC use. But, that's pretty much the gist of it. So I have all of this simultaneously hooked up to the Elgato, and I can swap between any of the inputs at any time just by clicking that button there. And if I'm using composite, there's a bunch of buttons on the side there I can swap as well. But yeah, so that's pretty much the entire setup. There's our old karaoke machine that we used for that one subscriber special. I forgot which one it was. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire recording room there. I know it's a bit, cluttered, but I don't really have anywhere to put all of this shit, so I did the best I could with the room that I have. But we are hoping to move the recording room soon, hopefully. Because we are having plans to move, and I can't even close this door anymore because I have all these data cables coming out of this room. So I just kind of put that in front of the door. But yeah, I actually had to run electric into this room from other rooms in the trailer. So you'll see that right there, both of those plugs end up running electric into here, because this entire room with all of this equipment only has one outlet, and it's right on the ceiling for some goddamn reason. So I actually had to run electric cables from other rooms in the trailer just to power all of this. This is not the ideal recording setup, obviously. And this is definitely not what this trailer is intended for. But then we have little stuff like this is my Let's Go Eevee pre-order poster with a bunch of Pokemon cards that I got recently thrown in there. We got my little Mega Man dude there. We got my autographed Ninja Sex Party poster here. And then we have my Smash Bros. Pre-order poster there. And then we have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff up here. We used to have a bunch of CD cases up here, but we lost most of them, so I don't know. But anyway, that is pretty much the recording setup. Like I said, I don't really live in here anymore, so I just kind of come in here if I need a place to hang out or if I'm doing recordings. Other than that, I pretty much don't come in here anymore. It's just a place to keep my stuff. But yeah, so as we walk on down, you will see this giant house over here. This is actually the house that they've been building since the floods. Anytime I said there was construction going on, it's because of this house here. This one here is where I'm currently staying, which after they're done with this house, this one's getting torn down, unfortunately. But yeah, so this is actually almost done. And we're going to take a sneak peek in here just for a moment. So if we make our way up here, I love the staircase, it's really nice. Picked all the colors myself too. I think they look really nice. Alright, so this is the new house. It's not done yet, but it's getting there. And check this out. Check this out. This amazed me the first time I saw this. It's impossible to slam these. No matter how hard you do it. Okay, maybe that one's broken. That was a bad example, but there you go. They slow down and then they stop. That amazed me the first time I saw that. But that's real marble countertops as well. And we got, I believe this is a closet here, and then another one there. We have a staircase up to the attic. We got the bathroom here. I like the lights. And then all this stuff. Another closet. And then I think one of those is actually a washer machine, but I think it might be this one. Then we have a bedroom here with its own closet and a view of the pond. Very nice. And then here, this room, if I end up moving in here, because we might sell it and just move somewhere else, but if I move in here, this will be the recording room. This will be our new recording room if I end up moving in here, which gives me a lot more space to work with, especially considering I also have this. So my idea was to have all of my equipment in this area here, and then the rest of this would be the recording room. And this would also give me plenty of space for VR, should we ever get a VR set up, which I'm working on, but it's probably gonna be a while. But then on top of that, it also gives me a view of the pen where we keep the dogs during the daytime when we want to bring them out. So yeah, and that's pretty much it regarding the new house. It's almost done. Hopefully it won't be too much longer, but yeah, we've been waiting over 3 years for this house. We've been through 4 floods, and it has not been easy, to say the least. But we're almost done. And then we can, I guess, move on with a new chapter in my life, I guess you would call it. The post-flood chapter of my life. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys like a little tour. Maybe next time I can get the dogs in the video. I know some people want to see the dogs. They're asleep right now, and I didn't want to wake them up. So maybe next time we do one of these, we'll have the dogs in it. But yeah, so that's just a little look into some of the more private parts of my life. And yeah, that's about it for now. So I'll be back later this evening with a live stream. And yeah, that's about it. So hopefully this answered a few questions people had, because I know people are always asking about my recording setup. Why don't you have a chair? You know, why? Like, I would have a chair and a desk if I had room to put them, which we will in that room if we end up moving in here. But yep, that's about it for now, I think. So thank all you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.